Up next on our CDC Spring Sports Media Day, we've got the Independence track teams. Coach Pucella is joining us today. Coach, I'll let you start off and just give us a little overview what we can expect out of the Blue Devils on the track this spring.
We're expecting a pretty good season again this year. We have a lot of talented freshmen coming up and a lot of experienced seniors still on the team. So we should be pretty competitive in the sprints and the throws this year, I believe.
I think you've got a nice little streak of CBC titles and some district titles in there over the last few years. Is that type of season? I mean, do you have that kind of caliber athletes again?
I hope to. As long as we can stay healthy. We haven't had much luck in staying healthy. I don't think I've had the same group of athletes at practice. We'll do our best.
All right. And so just coming in, I mean, obviously you've got some kids that have been down to state. You've got kids that have had that district experience coming in. Have you seen that group of kids working harder just to kind of elevate their position from last year?
Yeah, I think even some of the kids who were in the top tier last year have improved. I see the boys that ran the 4x4 at state, indoor state, working really hard. They're setting good examples for the younger kids. No one really wants to be the first one to leave anymore, which has been a problem in the past. So now it's becoming who wants to leave first. Everybody wants to stay. So I'm very grateful for that little transition of culture here.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk to the athletes. So, Matt, I'll start with you. Just go ahead and introduce yourself, name, grade, and event you're going to compete in this year.
Hi, my name is Matt Wisniewski. I'm a senior, and I'll be competing in the 100, 200, 400, and 4x4.
Matt, you're one of those guys that had some state experience a couple years ago. You were the alternate, got thrown into the finals, so you've got that taste of the state experience. How did that kind of shape the way you prepared the last couple of years just to kind of get ready for another run at the state meet?
Well, I just saw the experience that the older guys had at the time and everyone else. And to match that, I had to work a lot in the off season. And I've inadvertently inspired a lot of other people and teammates to work just as hard. And I'm really proud of that.
I know you've got the speed in those sprints, so I know you're going to compete well there in the 100 and the 200. Talk a little bit about your relays. Who's running with you this year, and how are those groups coming together?
Well, at the indoor states, I ran with Tyler Miller, Manoli Fortunes, and Jack Kornick, and we were running the 4x4. And I'm really happy with them. Their performance last year was really great, and all of us are improved already. So, yeah.
What are you looking to accomplish this year? I mean, obviously you want to get back to state, but do you have any, PR type of goals, anything like that?
Well, I'd like to get some school records in the 100 and 200, as well as get first in our region.
Who holds those now, the 100 and 200?
Emmett Struck has a 100 at 10.85, and Jared McCullough, graduated 2017, has a 200 21.98 or 21.97.
I figured Emmett was in there. I forgot about Jared. It's been a while, but yeah, he was pretty fast too. All right, sounds good. All right, well, good luck to you this season. Right, go into the middle, same thing. Name, grade, and positions or events you plan to compete in this year.
My name is Jack Robson. I'm a senior, and I compete in shot put and discus.
Oh, okay. So yeah, coming in as a thrower. Independence has had some good throwers on the girls' side in the past few years. Is the boys' side coming along? Do you see some improvement there?
Yeah, this year, well, we got a new coach this year, Coach Burns, and he has taught us so much already in these past 2 weeks that he's been here. And I've seen a lot of improvement. Also, newer guys. We have 2 new freshmen and a new sophomore, and they're already the level I was when I started. So it's pretty good. And I've only been in this since last year, and already I've seen a lot of improvement with teammates and myself.
So you started throwing last year?
Yeah, I didn't join until my junior year, and I was taught by the seniors from last year, Ethan Serlich, and then also teammates really helped me last year.
So from a thrower's perspective, how is your technique coming? I mean, I have to imagine you've been working hard on that. How's that coming along?
Pretty well. I do what's called a glide. So I start facing backwards and I step back and then move. But last year I did that, and when Coach Burns came along, he tweaked it up a lot. So things he showed me what I was doing wrong and how I can improve, and I definitely saw a lot of improvement from that. for strength and like hip strength and like just throwing in general. Like I've gone so much farther. I thought I could already. So
All right, give a shout out to the other throwers that are practicing with you every day.
we got Owen Szymanski, Alex Waski. Then there's also Kevin. I don't know his last name. I just know it's Kevin. And then there's also Hayden, and he's also known as Tex. But yeah, they're all working hard for the guys' throws,
right.
and shot and disc. There's so much improvement. So
Good. And so senior year for you, only your second year of track, but what kind of goals do you have set for yourself this year?
I mean, I plan to obviously like make it to districts and see how far I can go, and then also, personal goals would be like break 45 feet in shot or higher. So definitely that disc just to get like way above 100, far above 100. So.
All right, good luck to you this year. All right, Alana, on to you. Introduce yourself, name, grade, and event.
Hi, my name is Alana Noah. I'm a senior. And I run the 4x8, the 1600, and the 3200.
So you've been
Sorry,
at
we
it
got some house
for
split.
You have another person.
that's all right. So you've been at it for a long time, fourth year in the program. You've run cross country, played soccer, a little bit of basketball, and then now you're in your senior year. Did it go as quickly as it seems like it did?
I mean, it's been pretty crazy. I would say like it comes in waves where like I'm so busy that it doesn't even like it feels like time's flying, and then like other times it's like slow. But I think to get to this point by now, it's like it really did fly by now that I think about it. Like I was playing soccer, and then now like swimming ended, and now it's just right in the track. So
Sophomore, junior years, you've kind of battled injuries for a large part of the school year. Are you healthy coming into this season?
yeah, I mean, a lot of it was overuse and like stress induced. So now I'm finally just focusing on running. So I don't have soccer going on or anything else. So I'd say this is probably the healthiest and strongest I've felt.
And coming in, you've got state experience in cross country. You've been to regionals, that type of thing. But what are you looking to accomplish this year?
Well, this year I really want our 4x8 team. We need like one more solid runner. We have 3 right now. I really want us to advance to regionals, and I want a PR. I had a 5:44 this day like 2 years ago, and last year was kind of a rough season, so I really want a PR and drop some time on that.
All right, and then talk a little bit more about the other girls in the distance running. Who else is competing with you?
Gianna Carlucci, Kayla Kujarski, Madeline Flynn. I'd say probably all 3 of them are going to be in our 4x8 and some sort of mix of the mile and the 2 mile. And I think they're all looking strong and healthy, so we're really excited for that.
How close are you to breaking some records? I mean, you've got this will be your 4th year competing. Are you getting close?
I wouldn't say I'm too close to any of the school records, but definitely like this season, I just really want to work on battling those last few laps. Like I always seem to fade out, like in my 3200 on the last lap or 2. So I want to hold like a consistent pace and just try and work on individual times.
Outstanding. All right. Well, good luck to you. And that's Casey over there to your left. So Casey, for the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and events you're going to compete in this year.
Hello, my name is Casey. I'm a senior, and I compete in long jump, high jump, triple jump, and then the 100 and 200.
All right. So coming in, you've got a whole bunch of state experience. You've been on the podium for the long jump. So I imagine your goal is to get back there, maybe climb a couple steps higher. What are you looking to accomplish this year?
Well, I hope my ultimate goal was that Ohio would add triple jump outdoors, but since they didn't do that this year, I'll just have to focus on long jump and my other open events. So my goal for long jump would be to place in the top 3, which I know like jumping up from where I've been last year to where the top 3 is a big jump if you look at the numbers. But I know the past 2 years that I've competed at Jesse Owens, my numbers have not been, I fouled 2 of my jumps and then jumped 2 feet behind the board each time. So I know that what I was putting out at states was not at all what my best is. And I know that hopefully this year I can lock in for states and just compete at the highest level. So I'm hoping for a top 3, and then I'm hoping to make it out of regionals and at least 2 of my other events.
And how are those events coming along? Are you faster than you were, or is that something you're still working on?
Yeah, so I might pick up the 4x1 again. We have really, really good sprint freshmen, so we might pick that up again, start that up again, which I'm really excited for. High jump is going good. I haven't competed in anything else but triple jump in the indoor season because that's my main event. So I'll definitely be behind a couple of those girls who have been competing year round for that. But I think I feel a lot better than where I was last year. And since I kind of have already had an idea of where I'm going to go to college, this season's just more for myself and not necessarily proving anything for any recruiters or anything though. So.
Well, you segued into my next question. I know we talked during basketball season a little bit about your college options. Are you any closer to making a decision?
Yes. So right now I'm just deciding between Davidson or West Point, and so that's just a conversation between my parents and I, but I'm hoping to commit around April 1st.
Outstanding. Well, congrats and good luck to you this season. All right, Coach, I'll throw it back to you. We talked to several of the athletes. I asked them to mention some other kids. Did they leave anybody out who has been impressive in the preseason?
I think, like you said, a lot of I call them the fantastic freshmen, is a group of 5 or 6 girls which are running together since middle school and onward. Little Donovan and Gibson and Julia and are really a nice team to put together with a senior that would be good on the girls' side. You got Elise Grill and the shot put. We can't forget about her. And then our hurdlers, even Emily Richardson on the hurdle side and Kiera Donovan, the big Donovan. On the boys' side, our sprints are looking tough there with the Howard brothers and Sam and Miller and Joe at Massaro. So I think our sprints are doing good, and our distance is really coming along well. Mr. Gerson's taken that over, and he's really moved that along well, along with our new throws coach, Mr. Burns. I'm expecting more points out of our shot putters than ever before. So I'm expecting a good season.
Outstanding. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you and your athletes jumping in and previewing the season, and I'll see you soon. So best of luck to you.
Well, thank you very much.